Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have launched a secret probe into why Hollywood hates them. We've got two words for you. Meghan Markle. Dramatic pause. See what I did there? Two words. Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry claim to be clueless as to why they've been blacklisted in La La Land. According to tabloid reports, my personal favorite, rumors surrounding the perilous state of Harry and Meghan's entertainment pursuits have been circulating for years. But with back-to-back duds in the form of podcasts and reality shows, the Sussexes are at their wits' end with their Hollywood humiliation. Harry and Meghan have launched a behind-the-scenes probe to find out why they are disliked in Tinseltown, believing they're being unfairly shunned and wanting to know exactly who is out there working against them. Paranoid seems on brand. Suspicion began in the summer of 2023 when the Sussexes were dealt two humiliating blows consecutively. Spotify's agreement with Harry and Meghan was terminated on June 15th, 2023. While Harry and Meghan tried to brand the split a mutual decision, Spotify executive and successful podcaster himself, Bill Simmons, almost immediately hit out at Harry and Meghan, labeling them grifters, saying, "I wish I'd been involved in the Meghan and Harry leave Spotify negotiation." He continued, "The effing grifters, that's the podcast we should have launched with them. I have got to get drunk one night and tell the story of the Zoom I had with Harry to try to help him with a podcast idea. It's one of my best stories. F them," he said, "the grifters." Simmons also criticized Harry in a January 2023 episode of his podcast, saying that he was so embarrassed to share Spotify with him. He stressed, what does he do? It's one of those things where it's like, what's your talent? Why are we listening to you? So you were born in a royal family and then you left. You live in effing Montecito and just like you sell documentaries and podcasts and nobody cares what you have to say about anything unless you talk about the royal family and you just complain about them. Did any of those comments get Bill Simmons in trouble? Well, 5 years after Spotify bought his media startup, The Ringer, for about $250 million in cash, Simmons just renewed his contract with Spotify and will continue to serve as head of talk strategy. So the answer is no, absolutely not. Those comments did not get him in trouble. I think he's doing pretty good right now. The second instance happened nearly 1 month later. Still reeling from their Spotify humiliation, Harry and Meghan discovered that their Netflix series, creatively titled, well, Harry and Meghan, had been purposely excluded from the Emmys nominations. Entertainment Tonight coined it one of the biggest Emmy snubs of the season. Remaining their only commercial success through Netflix, the reality show pulled in a record-breaking 81.6 million hours viewed within its first 4 days. Yet, according to numerous reports, the glaring omission from the Emmy nominations left the couple feeling disillusioned. Sources close to the couple reveal that they are on a mission to expose those who they believe are not supporting them in the industry. Are you shaking in your boots? The fact that they didn't get an Emmy nod was a massive blow, an insider disclosed. They feel there's been an orchestrated hate campaign against them, both sides of the Atlantic, and they're determined to identify those behind it. Do they not have mirrors in their 16 bathrooms? Asking for a friend. A source tells the tabloids it's a significant setback for the couple. Recognition in the documentary or nonfiction series category would have validated their hard work. Hard work. Prince Harry doesn't even know how to spell it. While the series did receive a Critics' Award nomination, insiders claim it did little to alleviate the sting of the Emmys' rejection, with Meghan allegedly creating a burn book to identify detractors within the industry. It wouldn't be her first. And I love when we get random Mean Girl references because I throw it back to that Vanity Fair article where they refer to Meghan as a mean girl, like the Tina Fey movie. The source added, Harry and Meghan don't want to come off as sore losers. So they are relying on their high-powered friends like Oprah Winfrey to investigate the situation, hoping to better understand this setback and address any potential sabotage. Now, in case Oprah can't supply the answers they're looking for, Meghan and Harry could simply ask for help through Meghan's Hollywood talent agency, William Morris Endeavor. They can pick up the phone, call people, say, why don't you guys want to work with Harry and Meghan? Did someone do any outreach to you? How did you come to this conclusion? How did you form your opinion about them? Or, quite honestly, they could call up some of the blatantly established press contacts that the Sussexes have milked for positive PR lately. I mean, you know the drill. People Magazine, In Style, Harper's Bazaar. Harry and Meghan's Emmy snub was far from their last Hollywood flop. Live to Lead managed to not chart at all on Netflix. Heart of Invictus, just the same. Polo failed to draw a significant amount of eyeballs or hype. Pearl was straight up canceled before production even began. With Love, Meghan charted for approximately 72 hours, morbid curiosity, but was critically panned. To distract from the avalanche of parody and bad press, Meghan announced that she'd scored a second season, neglecting to mention that a second season was a part of the original agreement and was already shot, filmed, and ready for edit, likely full of priceless bits of advice like take pretzels from one plastic bag and put it in another plastic bag, then pat yourself on the back. Last week, Meghan dropped the first episode of Confessions of a Female Founder, her new podcast, which sees Meghan chat exclusively with members of the Meghan Markle fan club that sit in a very specific tax bracket, by the way. Just 3 days after the release of episode 1, Meghan's new podcast was number 19 on Spotify's top podcast charts in the US. It briefly cracked the top 10 in 2 countries in the first 24 hours, but otherwise disappointingly landed at 11th in the UK, 22nd in Ireland, and 57th in Australia within hours of its debut. How unsatisfactory when Meghan's Spotify debut in 2022 saw Archetypes rank at number 1. Joe Rogan was shook. But as the negative headlines piled up, Meghan attempted to create another diversion in the form of an announcement that her lifestyle website sold out within minutes. Meghan and Co. used a common marketing tactic known as artificial scarcity. Products were produced and made available in small quantities so Team Sussex could claim Meghan sold out quickly. They tried to create the illusion of high demand by limiting supply, making the product seem more exclusive. It's easy to sell out if you don't have a lot of product available in the first place. But before Meghan could say billionaire, she had to say, I'm sorry. Not to be a buzzkill, but Meghan found herself in a sticky situation when she had to tell her customers that she would not be able to fulfill their honey orders. What an unbelievable disappointment. An insider told the Daily Mail that Meghan's As Ever launch was a logistical nightmare. After the 11th hour name change from American Riviera Orchard, people working on the retail project were reportedly tired of the constant drama surrounding the Sussexes, but if Harry and Meghan are looking for somewhere to point the blame, they won't have to look very far. One LA-based TV executive who has worked with Prince Harry and his team in the past told the Daily Beast, this is a very transactional town, and when you are perceived as toxic, people run a mile from you. So no, I haven't seen Harry at any dinners lately. His brand is a busted flush, and no one wants to be associated with failure. The fact is that Harry started with one of the best brands in the world, Prince Harry, and trashed it. The clue is in the name, Prince Harry. It's increasingly sunk in now to the wider world that he is not a royal anymore. Well, somebody better tell Meghan Markle, who is trying to utilize that HRH title all over again. I'll talk about that more later this week. But do you believe, because again, I'll repeat that this is a tabloid story that I was into, that Harry and Meghan are trying to figure out who's sabotaging their Hollywood career. Why do I believe it? Because it's always someone else's fault when it comes to these two. And those are facts. That's not tabloid gossip. They are always pointing the blame, pointing their finger at somebody else when it comes to what's going on in their life. They take no accountability. It's amazing to see. It is actually perhaps a skill. It might just be a skill, how delusional, how delulu these two are. So let me know what your thoughts are. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so now. Join the 100,000 strong. We love each other. We love you. So if you haven't done it yet, I'd love for you to click that subscribe button and make sure you get your notifications as well. But agree with me, disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Kinsey Schofield.